Hey there, Regina Allen here, and it is time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. This week, our theme is all about opportunity, and we're talking about various types of opportunity. And today, I want to talk about hidden opportunities, specifically those hidden opportunities that you might not think there's an opportunity there. And we're talking about maybe a client complaint. Have you ever had a client complaint where they said, this just isn't working out for me anymore. I wish you did it this way. Something that they said. And then let me ask you, when you got the complaint, did it annoy you? Did it make you feel like, I'm not that way? What did it actually look like for you? Did it look like and feel like you were taking it personal? Because here's the thing. Inside of every complaint is a hidden opportunity. All you need to do is reframe how you're thinking about what's going on. So think about that for a second. Maybe, a client complains about how you're training. Maybe you're not getting through to them. Maybe you're not getting through and you're getting frustrated. They're getting frustrated. And so now they're starting to complain because they're like, she can't help me out with anything. I don't understand this. I'm paying her lots of money and she's not delivering. I don't know what's going on here. Well, if you stop and not take that personally and you think about it, number one, they're telling you what's going to make them walk away. So if you don't want to lose this client, pay attention. And it's all about reframing. Think of it as like it's free research, right, for your business. Because a complaint about something is usually an opportunity. And especially if that complaint seems like a pattern. Maybe you have multiple clients and you're getting frustrated, they're getting frustrated because you just don't seem to be getting through to them. Is there a hidden opportunity in there? Is there something you need to be looking at instead of taking it personally? Because, one complaint can be like a data point, but multiple complaints, if it's the same complaint, that's a pattern. And patterns actually lead you straight to what the fix is and how to make it better so that you can build even more. So if you're sitting there going, well, my business seems to be hitting a ceiling, it could be because there's some pattern going on there and you need to do something different. There's an opportunity in that. So it's all about reframing in the moment what's going on. So when you think about something that comes in for a complaint and you're like, why is this happening to me? I don't get this. I'm explaining everything the way it needs to be explained, the way I was taught to explain it, this, that, or the other thing. And I'm using that as the example here. And you're getting frustrated, they're getting frustrated. But if you stop and step back and reframe that and say, okay, you know what? This one client isn't getting it. And you know what? This other client turned around and they're not getting it either. So maybe there's an opportunity in there for me to shift how I'm teaching. Maybe I need to look at my clients differently. Maybe I need to figure out something maybe about how personalities work. Because maybe I'm a direct personality talking to an analytical personality and they need to be told things in a different way. So maybe there's an opportunity there for me to match where they are and make it all good for me, for them, and everyone, so everyone succeeds. And when you do that, of course, then they're like, wow, you're like the best consultant ever. You met me where I was at. You understood where I was going. You made it really super simple to understand. Now I'm getting it done and I'm actually implementing. Think about the opportunities that are inside of those complaints. If you have a product and somebody's complaining about the same thing, maybe you have a product that has a cover and everybody's complaining that cover is such a pain to get off. A simple rework in the package design is going to make so many people happy, right? And it's the opportunity for you to shine because now you addressed what their problem was, right? when you do something like that, when somebody makes a complaint about your product or your service, and you turn around and fix it for them, you just became the hero. And they're going to tell people, oh, yeah, she actually adjusted. I was complaining about that cover on that face cream that she created and she sells. And, I suggested some ideas for maybe a different type of cover because it would work better for us customers. And she actually went and changed it. You just became the hero. Now they're telling everybody about it. So you're actually getting a lot of credibility by looking at the opportunities that are inside of those complaints. So the next time you hear a complaint from a client about anything, stop and think about it for a minute and say, okay, what is that complaint? Is it just one solo complaint? There's the idea too that, you can't make everybody happy. And sometimes it's not the right customer for you. And sometimes you're never going to make them happy. So a complaint is a complaint and there's nothing you can do about it. However, file it away. If it's a solo complaint and it's not really relevant to everybody else, it's probably just something that's with that person and maybe they're just not a good fit for you. That's okay. That's the opportunity there. The opportunity is that now you can say, you know what, maybe we're not a good fit and I want the best for you. So because of that, I'm suggesting that you talk to somebody else. That's an opportunity for you to grow as well, for them to grow and for you to grow. If it's more than one person all having the same complaint, now all of a sudden we're in a different ballpark. So now it's, okay, something I'm doing is not quite working out the way I thought it was. Maybe, if you're talking, say you're teaching AI and everybody in your class has got the deer in the headlight look. So maybe they're not actively complaining, but maybe you're seeing the complaint in their faces and they're just not saying anything. Read that room. If they all have that deer in the headlight eyes, that deer in the headlight look on them, think about that for a minute. Chances are maybe you're using too much technical jargon. Maybe you're going too fast. Maybe you're going too slow. Read the room. There's opportunity in there. And when all of a sudden you shift and go, you know what? I'm seeing a lot of confusion on your faces here. Where is the confusion? And ask them to put their information in the chat. And they'll tell you basically what their complaint is. And then you can say, you know what? All right, let me explain it to you this way instead. Maybe without the jargon, without the extra stuff that doesn't mean anything to them. Maybe you just make it more simple to understand. Maybe you break it down into smaller parts, whatever it is. There is opportunity in every complaint that you get. So once you've spotted whatever the pattern is, now you can actually do something about it. You can fix the process. You can rework the offer. You can put an FAQ in that explains things better for people if it's something that's online. There's all kinds of different things that you can do because the more information and the happier you make your clients, the better off everything is. So my suggestion for you this week is to maybe look at the past and see if you've gotten some complaints. And start making a list of, oh, there was this complaint, this complaint, this complaint, this complaint. There's a pattern here. Where is my opportunity in these complaints so that I can go fix this and actually turn out to be the hero because now I'm giving them exactly what it is that they want. Opportunity is everywhere. As they say, opportunity is behind every door. So don't let the complaint slam a door in your face. Open up that door and see where that opportunity is, because it may just be the opportunity that launches you into a brand new place where you never even thought you were going to be. So that's what I've got for you today. Look at those opportunities and let me know, what opportunities are you finding? We'll see you next time. Bye for now.